When someone asks me what kind of pickup truck I recommend for them to buy, I always say Ram 1500. It's available in multiple trim levels with multiple powertrain options. It's got tons of space on the inside and more than enough towing and payload capability. Plus, you can spec one up to be almost $100,000 Canadian. However, last year Ford gave us a new F-150. This year Toyota is giving us a new Tundra, and GM has finally gotten their act together and giving us a new interior for the Silverado and the Sierra. So in 2022, is the Ram 1500 still king of the hill? Let's go for a drive and find out. In the Ram 1500, you have quite a few options in terms of engines under the hood. There's a V6 with eTorque, there's a diesel V6, and a couple of V8 engines, one with and one without eTorque. Oh, and there's also the 6.2 liter supercharged V8 in the TRX Ram 1500. You can check out that review up here if you're interested. Under the hood of this particular Ram 1500 is the 5.7 liter V8 with eTorque. The engine on its own makes 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. The eTorque system, which is a 48-volt mild hybrid, can add an additional 130 pound-feet of torque for brief moments or when it's really needed. Now, this engine on its own without the mild hybrid system has plenty of grunt, whether you're merging onto a highway or overtaking another vehicle or just going up a really steep hill. There's plenty of power on tap. But with the eTorque system, it also provides better fuel economy, at least on paper. So officially it is rated for 13.4 liters per 100 kilometers in a city and 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers on a highway. I recently took this truck to Whistler, which is a little resort town about 2 hours north of Vancouver, and it is mostly highway driving, but it's through the mountains, so a lot of uphills and downhills. I did average about 12.2 liters per 100 kilometers during my drive up and back down to Whistler. So on highways at least, you can get pretty close to that rated fuel economy figure, especially if you're driving just on flat roads. In a city though, I think it's going to be a lot harder to reach that 13.4 liter rating. Realistically, you're probably going to be looking at around 15 or 16 liters per 100 kilometers, even with this eTorque assist. The eTorque motor also provides a seamless and smooth auto start stop, but it's not as advanced as the mild hybrid system that is equipped on some BMW and Mercedes-Benz vehicles. In those, it'll shut off the engine while coasting. However, this engine does have cylinder deactivation, so under light loads, it will shut off some of its cylinders. Paired with this engine is an 8-speed automatic transmission that provides nearly seamless gear changes. It's plenty fast to change gears as well, or to react to a stab of the throttle, but you cannot take overshifting duties in a traditional sense. The most you can do is limit how high of a gear to go into when towing or going down a hill with buttons on the steering wheel. In this crew cab short bed configuration with 4x4, the 2022 Ram 1500 Limited is rated to carry just 1,620 pounds of payload and tow up to 8,060 pounds. When properly configured and equipped, the Ram 1500 can carry as much as 2,320 pounds and tow up to 12,750 pounds. The bed comes in either 5'7" or 6'4" lengths and can be optioned with the Ram boxes on either side. These do take up some of the bed area, but are great for storing tools as they are lockable. The tailgate on this demo vehicle is the barn door design, so it does allow for easier access into the bed. There's also a little deployable step from under the bumper to make getting into the bed easier. However, GM's Multi-Pro or Multi-Flex tailgates offer more configurations, and they do make it easier to get in and out of the bed. Around corners, the Ram 1500 is a pretty good pickup truck despite its almost 5,500 pound weight. The steering is direct and it's nicely weighted when you're at speed, and it also becomes lighter when you're parking, so it's actually really easy to park despite how big this truck is. Also, the air suspension limits quite a lot of the body roll, so it doesn't feel like as though you're driving on the door handles. Plus, the Ram has coil springs in the back instead of leaf springs, and that does help with the handling dynamics and also the ride comfort. Even with these 22-inch wheels, the ride of the Ram 1500 Limited is superb thanks to the air ride and multi-link rear suspension. It doesn't necessarily glide over bumps like a Mercedes S-Class, but among other truck competitors, this easily has the best ride. It's also one of the best insulated interiors of any pickup truck on the market right now. Wind, road, and engine noise are very well insulated from the occupants. It's a shame though that the engine wasn't louder, because who doesn't like the sound of a big brawly V8? Sitting inside the Ram 1500, and there is a lot of space up here in the front, even if you're as tall as myself at 6'4". Legroom, not an issue whatsoever. Headroom, plenty of it. And I even raised the seat up just a little bit so I have better visibility over the front hood. In fact, you sit pretty high up compared to other pickup trucks, so you have really good visibility over small cars or small crossover SUVs. The only thing is the A-pillar is a little on the thick side, so just something to be aware of. This interior is still one of the best ones out there. This particular trim of the Ram 1500 is the Limited, so it is extra nice in here. The 12-inch touchscreen is portrait-oriented, but it does have physical buttons on either side for the most used functions. So your temperature, fan speed, there's a physical volume knob, physical tuning knob, and for the heated and ventilated seat controls, they are within the infotainment system, but you can customize it so that they are on your home screen. And by the way, this is a Uconnect 5 infotainment system, which is new for the 2022 model year. The Uconnect 5 infotainment system is Android Automotive based, so it is quite customizable and it's really easy to use, plus it's really quick to respond to your inputs. I actually quite like this one. And I haven't had any issues with wireless Android Auto, and it also does support wireless Apple CarPlay. The rest of this interior is lined with leather because, like I said earlier, it is a limited trim. Actually, it's a 10th anniversary limited trim, so you can get special colored leather and special fabric on the seats. But this leather is right here on the center console, on the dashboard, the door panels, steering wheel, and again, seats, of course. You do have some hard plastics on the lower portion, but hey, you're not really going to touch that area or see it all that often. As for the interior, I really don't know what else I can say about it because this is still one of the nicest ones out there. So with that, let's go check out the back seats. Now sitting in the back of the Ram 1500, and do I really need to say how much space I have back here behind my own driving position and for my above average height? I got plenty of it. In fact, these seats can also recline, and the outboards are heated and ventilated. The panoramic sunroof lets a lot of light in when the sunshade is open, of course. You have 4 USB ports, a 115 volt power outlet, a completely flat floor. Your cup holders are right here, along with a little bit of shallow storage, and you can lift up the bench 60/40 and have some small item storage underneath it. So, in my opinion, the Ram 1500 is still one of the biggest and one of the nicest interiors in modern trucks. The 2022 Ram 1500 is offered in a variety of trim levels and even more options within each trim. This limited trim starts at $80,595 Canadian, with this demo vehicle being equipped to the tune of $98,300 Canadian. For all that money, the Ram 1500 Limited is not sparsely equipped. It has the usual luxury features such as soft leather upholstery, heated and ventilated front and rear seats, a rear camera mirror, power side steps, surround view cameras, a 12-inch touchscreen, a head-up display, and wireless phone charging, to name just a few. One thing that the Ram 1500 does not have a wide range of is standard advanced safety features. Automatic emergency braking becomes a standard feature only when moving up to the Sport trim. Other features such as lane keep, front pedestrian detection with emergency braking, and adaptive cruise control with stop-go function are options as part of the limited Level 1 equipment group. The IIHS gave the 2022 Ram 1500 a top safety pick, with good ratings in crash tests and good ratings for the LED projector headlights. However, lower trims with the halogen reflector headlamps received marginal ratings. So is the Ram 1500 still king of the hill in 2022? That really depends on how you look at things. If you want a luxury pickup truck, then this is still the best one out there, especially in this top spec limited trim. But in other areas, the competition has definitely caught up. Ford has one of the best tow ratings with the F-150, and that power boost engine is really impressive. The new Tundra drives a lot better than the previous generation, and it too is available with a hybrid powertrain. Plus, the Silverado and the Sierra are still very capable trucks, and now they have better interiors. So while the Ram 1500 doesn't stand out as much as it used to, it still is a very good truck. And like I said, one of the best ones in terms of luxury. But if you want to know more about this 2022 Ram 1500 Limited, I wrote a more detailed review of it over on my website. You can find that link in the video description or click on the pop-up banner right up there. And as always, I will see you in the next car or truck, or most likely, I think it'll be an SUV. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.